没了。
In the aftermath of a powerful typhoon that swept through southern China, a trail of destruction has been left behind across multiple provinces. The storm unleashed days of relentless rain, leading to widespread flooding, overflowing rivers, dam discharges, and dangerous landslide.
他们的车，他们要拿他们的车，现在好一点。
已经泄洪，泄洪开始，3点准时泄洪。
Major urban centers and rural communities alike are grappling with the chaos caused by the disaster, as authorities race against time to contain the damage and ensure public safety.
完了，要淹到店里面来了。你看，差这么一点点就要上来了。我靠！
Heavy rainfall was recorded across Guangdong, Guangxi, and Fujian provinces, with some areas reporting over 300 mm of precipitation within a single day.
门关了哈，门关了抓鱼，这里一整排排队，篮子拿过来抓，也啦。
The downpour overwhelmed the natural drainage systems and caused rivers such as the Bei River, Xi River, and Yongjiang River to rise sharply, spilling over their banks and inundating adjacent towns and agricultural zones. Streets quickly turned into rivers, and homes located near low-lying riverbanks were submerged in muddy floodwaters. Residents were forced to evacuate on short notice, many carrying only essential belongings as the water surged into homes and shops. To prevent catastrophic dam failures, local authorities were compelled to initiate emergency discharges from key reservoirs. In Fujian province, the Shuku and Jiolong River reservoirs released large volumes of water into downstream areas, adding to the burden of communities already grappling with localized flood.
太吓人了！
你看弄个盖儿，这面钉子，那面钉子，中间弄个绳儿。
做头都没跟头以前。
In Guangdong, the Phylaxia Reservoir opened multiple floodgates in a desperate attempt to relieve pressure, but the move contributed to rising water levels downstream. Several towns along the North River system reported sudden flooding in the early morning hours, with villagers wading through waist-deep water to reach safety. Mountainous regions suffered heavily from landslides triggered by the saturated soil. A section of hillside collapsed onto a rural road, and cutting off access to remote communities. Emergency responders are working around the clock to clear the debris.
更严重啦！看大姐，我这边都淹了，你看别人都过不去了。
in other parts of Guangxi and western Fujian, landslides damaged homes, severed power lines, and disrupted telecommunications. Urban areas fared no better. In cities like Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Fuzhou, the volume of rain exceeded the capacity of drainage systems, leading to widespread street flooding. Videos circulating online show vehicles completely submerged on major roads, with some residents using inflatable rafts or wading through shoulder-high water to reach safer ground.
管他妈的哈，有人做饭了哈，差没几个菜。
大家咩早好啊？是无系啊，走入出乞讨好好啊！咩早讲你住喺厝嘅讲淹了了啦，万个路啊！ out 你个路，你讲咩？攞去劈池啊？咩攞吹查某多啊？吹查某嚟了解嘛？哦，真呀嘛买货啦，我到厝嘅啦。
Metro stations in the Luohu district were temporarily closed after water began seeping into underground platforms. Businesses on ground floors were particularly hard hit, with inventories destroyed and electrical systems rendered useless. Many residents described the flooding as the worst in recent memory, and the cleanup is expected to take weeks. The government has deployed emergency teams across the hardest-hit areas, including soldiers, engineers, and rescue crews. Temporary shelters have been established in schools and community centers, offering food and relief supplies to displaced families. The Ministry of Water Resources has maintained flood warnings for the region, emphasizing that river levels remain critically high and that the threat of secondary disasters is not over. What is especially concerning, however, is that this storm may not be the last. Meteorologists are closely monitoring developing systems over the Pacific Ocean, with at least 2 tropical disturbances showing signs of strengthening into full typhoons within the coming week.
小打过来了之后，涨价起来的。哇，现在不晓得个些哪里到底有个高低，我也没把它收起。
你的车去引铺啊？
With southern China still reeling from the current destruction, the possibility of another storm making landfall could compound the crisis. Authorities are urging the public to remain alert, stock up on essentials, and pay close attention to official weather advisories as the region braces for the possibility of yet another round of severe weather.
不要往这个路口来啦，基山原集凯悦广场这个路口啊，这边都淹到车顶了，都过不去了，车顶都淹起来了，就到车顶了，太危险了，太危险了，这车顶都看不见了，这个地方不知道水有多深啊，大家千万。 这个车淹了，快，都淹成这样了。
那边更深，1米多。
我靠，都淹。